Hello folks, my name's David Edgar, I'm the host of Heart and Hand, the Rangers podcast, and I'm joining you today to discuss Rangers' 1-1 draw with Motherwell at Fir Park. The winning run, I suppose, had to come to an end at some point, but the undefeated run continues, so it's a bit of a meh day really, isn't it? Disappointed obviously that we didn't get the victory, but I think the time for mad overreaction hasn't arrived either. Rangers went in with the same side that won at Pittodrie last week, no real shocks there I think, given the way that the team had played for large parts of that, but a very slow start. I've got this ridiculous and unprovable theory that we don't start 12 o'clock kickoffs well, but if I did want some evidence for it, I would probably have pointed to today a little bit. Rangers just didn't commit the traps for the first 30 minutes, and Motherwell did, new manager of course, a lot more attacking minded than they had been in the match at Ibrox, pressing Rangers high up the park, and in 21 minutes they got their goal. It was a good goal from their point of view. There was some good play in it, but I'm a Rangers fan, and from our point of view, I thought it was a very poor goal to give away. We didn't press in midfield. We failed to cut the cross coming in. We let the man wander into the box unmarked. Devante Cole, when he was there for the tap-in. And you kind of hoped that would spark Rangers into life, and it did territorially. But I think that we just had too many players who were completely off their game today. Their touch wasn't quite there. I thought that Stephen Davis was the best Rangers player in the park. I thought Morelos contributed, although he didn't have his best game, but there were certain other guys like Joe Aribo and Ryan Kent in particular had a nightmare, I thought, today. But Rangers pressed without really threatening too much in the first half. Second half was all Rangers. Clearly the manager had words at half-time. And in the second half, I think Rangers were a lot better without being great. To be fair, I think, we had one cleared off the line. I bang on about man on posts, but I really hate when teams do it against us, because it was Devante Cole again headed a Connor Goldson effort off the line when Rangers were pressing. But Rangers were putting a lot of pressure on. We brought on the Motherwell mauler, Cedric Itten, after 54 minutes. I thought Yanis Hadji was unlucky to be the one who was taken off. I didn't think Hadji was anywhere near the worst, and I thought was just beginning to actually assert himself into the match. But Cedric Itten proved what a valuable substitute he is, particularly against Motherwell, when he popped up with the equaliser. Terrific ball in from Borna Barisic. We'd crossed, I thought, a bit too often. 41 crosses from open play, according to our stats guy, which is a bit much against a team like Motherwell who've got a lot of big guys who like defending and like heading the ball away. But when you've got a delivery like that, it doesn't matter what the defenders are doing. Absolutely perfect. There was Cedric Itten, bullet header, and it was 1-1. Slight hint of offside, and Motherwell were certainly talking about that after the match. I thought he was level. His arm might have been offside, but that doesn't count. It's only the parts of your body you can score with. We don't have VAR in Scotland, as we know, so it doesn't come down to these, was his lace offside? He was level. It did look a legit goal to me, I've got to be honest there. I know I've got blue tinted specs on, but I did think it was a legit goal. After that, I thought Rangers still pressed, but it was almost like they kind of felt, well, we've got ourselves out of jail here a little bit. A couple of Stramashi's half chances. Jermaine Defoe unlucky in the last minute. He had a terrific shot, but unfortunately straight down the keeper's throat. It was a lovely touch to create the opportunity, but in the end we got off with either a point gained or two dropped, depending on your point of view. Some of the reaction initially afterwards on social media I thought was a bit over the top. 24 matches, 21 wins, 3 draws. We do a show on our network where we cover every single match managed by Dick Advocaat, Alex McLeish, Walter Smith. We didn't win every match in those seasons either. We are still 21 points clear of our opponents, who are not exactly tearing up trees in terms of their form. And even if we're generous and say they win their games in hand, we're still 12 points clear. So not great, but it's not a disaster. We're always frustrated. We're Rangers fans, we want to win. But I think the team will be going away thinking, okay, we at least saved a point, but we know we weren't good enough today, and they'll get better. Next week we've got Ross County at home. It's a match, with all due respect, I think that we're allowed to be confident of, and we will Kamar Roof and hopefully Ryan Jack back for that. I think Cedric Itten is banging on the door for a start. I really do. I think he's contributing every time he comes on, so that might be one to look at. But I have seen people say to me, I've had text messages from friends saying, that's us only 21 points clear in January, only 21 points clear. So Wee bit of realism needed. As I say, the team haven't been at their best today, but they've been bloody good all season, and I think that they've earned the right for us not to panic. Right, if you like what you hear from me in these videos, there's loads more of it, loads more in-depth coverage, and loads of other things as well over on our Patreon site. It's patreon.com/Heart and Hand. That's patreon.com/Heart and Hand, just $1.99 per month. So, I mean, what else can you get during the week for 50 pence per week? Exactly, so go and sign up. But if not, I'll be back here on this video for you next week when we take on Ross County at Ibrox. Until then, please stay safe, have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you again then. Till then, take care, bye bye.